Last month, Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo kind of battled it out for the NPD, coming off the back of what was a pretty good showing in the E3 space for Microsoft, and also an allocation problem as far as lack of PS5s available to sell. The Xbox consoles actually won dollar-wise in terms of the NPD. Very cool to see that. You know, there's a good competition going on back and forth between Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo. Obviously, Nintendo is able to get more stock allocated out there, and so they're winning the overall unit sales numbers, while the more expensive PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X means that if they sell a lot, you know, they're going to make more money in terms of overall sales. Now, this past month, for July anyway, it looked like Sony was able to allocate more PlayStation 5 sales for North America, and therefore they took back the lead away from Microsoft. And that's really what competition is all about. And I always tell people this, you know, hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. It's not a place of being pissed off or anything like that. This is good for the industry. You want that back and forth. You want that competition. I can remember back in the PS2 days, there was very little competition. It was just PlayStation 2 winning everything all the time, and, you know, nothing else. I mean, I think even Sony took the E3 stage one time and said there is no console war. So you don't want that. You want there to be competition and these companies fighting each other. What's up, everybody? It's me, your favorite neighborhood crap gamer, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. Like, share, subscribe, hit the like button. Do it for me. Do it for yourself. But more importantly, do it for little Timmy. He really wants you to do it. So anyway, PlayStation 5 and the Switch lead the NPD charts for July 2021. The PlayStation 5 was the best-selling console in terms of revenue generated, but the Nintendo Switch, of course, sold more units than Sony's console due to more stock. So in June 2021, the Xbox Series X and S outsold the PS5 in the United States as per the NPD Group's monthly sales data. But it looks like the PlayStation 5 has climbed back on top for July 2021 as per new data released for the month of the NPD. The PlayStation 5 was the best-selling console in the United States throughout July 2021 in terms of revenue that it created from sales. Like last month, however, the Nintendo Switch was once again the best-selling console in terms of the number of units sold, which makes sense, seeing as the PlayStation 5 is much costlier than the Switch. Meanwhile, hardware spending in July 2021 grew 90% as compared to July 2020, standing at $323 million, the highest ever total reached in the month of July since July 2008 hit the $447 million mark. Year-to-date hardware spending for 2021 currently stands at $2.7 billion, which is an amazing 50% year-over-year increase. This is what I'm talking about, folks. I want console sales to do well. I want console companies to sell well. This is where competition comes in. The data for software sales in the US for 2021 have also been released, with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD and Monster Hunter Stories 2 enjoying impressive debuts. Now, according to Matt Piscatella from the NPD Group, US NPD hardware July video game hardware dollar sales grew 98% when compared to July 2020 to $323 million. This is the highest total achieved in a July month since 2008. So you have to remember, 2008 was a hell of a year. US NPD hardware up to date increased 50%, which is now $2.7 billion. PlayStation 5 led the hardware market in dollar sales for the month of July, while Nintendo Switch once again led in unit sales. US NPD hardware Nintendo Switch is the best-selling video game hardware year-to-date in both unit and dollar sales. So, quite an impressive feat all around. I think that this really kind of proves that, again, we are in it for the long haul, and obviously, you know, things are going to be very impressive in terms of what's going on between these companies. And you know what? I think that it's very important to kind of note that, again, as we start to see, you know, what's going on with more stock allocation and things like that, it's going to be very, very close, I think. And obviously, North America being the home place of Xbox, it's very interesting to see that. So obviously you can kind of tell when it's the quiet summer months of the year, when trying to find something interesting to talk about in the latest NPD software sales is like, you know, drawing blood from a stone. The chart has settled to a point where the usual Nintendo titles are on top alongside service games that always do well, meaning that the games themselves for enthusiasts slip down the list, the most notable of which are PlayStation 5 and PS4 exclusives of the past year. During its launch month, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart debuted in first place. It's now down to 11th for July 2021, while MLB The Show 21 drops to 7th. Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales is the only exclusive title that holds firm in the overall chart of best-selling software, actually going up a rank into 8th spot. The new entry, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, leads the pack, with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War once again claims 2nd, and another new entry in Monster Hunter Stories 2 gets 3rd. At least Sony titles far much better when you narrow the chart down to purely PS5 and PS4 software. In the top 10 selling games for July 2021, the PlayStation hardware, 3 of the top 5 selling titles are all published by Sony. Activision's latest FPS still leads the pack, but the 3 aforementioned Sony games all place 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. In actual fact, Baseball Sim MLB The Show has already become the 2nd best-selling game of 2021. There's something to talk about, at least with that. So the top 20 for the NPD, which again, there hasn't really been anything new to come out big in the AAA space. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, then Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. 3rd is Monster Hunter Stories 2. Then 4th is Mario Kart 8. 5th is Minecraft. 6th is Mario Golf. 7th, MLB The Show. 8th, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. 9th, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. 10, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. 11th, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. 12th, Animal Crossing New Horizons. 13th, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. 14th is Super Mario 3D World. 15th, Mortal Kombat 11th. 16th, Neo The World Ends With You. 17th, Zelda Breath of the Wild. 18th, Pokemon Sword and Shield. 19th, Resident Evil Village. And 20, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So as you can see, there's not anything incredibly new. So yeah, like it seems like it goes back and resorts back to the like old standard of what games are going to be available as well. So so far the NPD best-selling games of 2021 are Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, MLB The Show 21, Resident Evil Village, Super Mario 3D World, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Monster Hunter Rise, Mario Kart 8, Minecraft, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and of course Animal Crossing New Horizons. So there is a lot to be interested in, a lot to be talked about. But again, I think the most important takeaway from this entire situation is the fact that we're going to be seeing plenty of, great competition from, both Sony and Microsoft. And again, this is something that, nobody can kind of debate at this particular time. Once the games start flowing, and I think it's going to be the both way. A lot of people go, well, wait until the Xbox games start coming. I mean, yeah, that could be a great thing, but again, you're still in for a little bit of a wait. Obviously, you have cross-gen titles with Forza and Halo, so that's not a must-have thing on next generation. You really have to wait till the end of next year, assuming Starfield doesn't get delayed again, and before you get anything like that big new that's going to be able to go out there. Meanwhile, even though it looks like Horizon Forbidden West is delayed into early next year, you're still going to see God of War Ragnarok, Horizon, Forspoken, Gran Turismo. Those are huge software titles, and to see those on PlayStation 5 are going to be big business for Sony. So you want to see that. You want to see the back and forth. I can't wait to see what happens in the future as well. So yeah, it's a very exciting period in time. Again, play where you like, but it is interesting to see sort of the back and forth between these two companies. Let me know what you think, though. Sound off in the comment section. Hit me up on Twitter, Xbox Live, or PSN. As always, thank you so much for watching. Slap the like button. Slap everything. Crap Gamer, out.